in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrew royalty. Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty, real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrew Royalty. Shebrew royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long suffering, gentleness, and goodness, endurance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit. Shebrew royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long suffering, gentleness, and goodness, endurance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit.
Shalawam, shalawam, Shalawam Ahchwathyam. Come on in, sisters. Come on in. Come on in with your beautiful royal selves. Come on in. Let us get this royal Shebrew tea party started. Let us do this. Come on in. Please, please, please do me a favor. It's, oh my goodness, it's looking blurry again. I was just about to ask, what does the video look like? And Sister Zion is saying it's blurry. I have done everything on my end to fix this blurriness. Sister Carla, Shalawam. Is it blurry on your end? Shalawam. Sister Ahab Akarat, is it blurry on your end? Please let me know. Let me know what is going on here. How is the audio? Yes, just a little blurry. It looks okay, but glitching. It's glitching again. It's glitching again. And it's not windy out, so I know it's not the weather. If you haven't already done so, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let everyone know that we are live. It is glitching again. Sister Carla, is it glitching on your end? Or am I glitching? Is it blurry? Let's see. Talk to me. Give me some feedback. Give me some feedback, sisters. Let me know what's going on here, because I do want to get this show on the road. Sister Ahab Karat said it is sound is perfect. What about the visual? What about the visual? Give me some information about the visual, because for the last, this is the third show now where I'm having issues with the visual. So the sound is perfect. What about the visual? Sister Carla, give me some feedback. Sister Ahab Karat, give me some feedback. Let me know if it's blurry on your end as well. So I am going to keep this rolling just because we have such an incredible show planned for tonight, and I really don't want to keep our special guest waiting. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of these housekeeping things out of the way. Sister Carla says she can't see me. This is very interesting. It glitches here and there, not real bad. But Sister Carla says she can't see me. Sister Zion, can you see me? Did the visual go out all the way, or is it just blurry? Sister Carla, go out and come back in and see if that helps. Go out and come back in. I can see you now. Okay, awesome. Is it blurry on your end, Sister Carla? I guess as long as you can see me, it's okay. We're gonna keep rolling, right? Because the enemy is not getting, he's not getting any attention tonight. We are just going to just keep it moving. So Shalawam Shebrews, like I said, first thing that we do every Sunday when we meet is give a huge shout out, a big praise to the Almighty, I am that I am, the God of the Hebrews and the Shebrews, in the name of his Son, Christ. I am your hostess, Kwala Yakaka, and I humbly thank you for joining me on this broadcast today, for being here today. How was your week? How was your week? Talk to me. I had such a blessed and marvelous week. Sister Carla says no glitching. Awesome, just a little blurry. We'll work through that. We'll work through that. So, wow. This all started 3 weeks ago, right after the, you know what, we had the what was that thing that we the eclipse. We had the eclipse, and right after the eclipse, we started having these issues that we never had before. So I don't know what's going on. Anyhow, let me go ahead and get the disclaimers out of the way. Let's talk about what Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty is not. Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. We get it, we understand, and that's okay. But if you come upon this channel and you realize that you do not agree with our beliefs, our lifestyle, that's perfectly fine also. I encourage you to continue to search YouTube, and I'm sure that you will find your perfect cup of tea and your perfect flavor. You owe that to yourself. What we do ask is that you not leave any derogatory comments or statements in the chat box, because that would be quite distasteful. So we would really appreciate that, and we thank you in advance. Also, although I am a certified physician assistant and functional nutrition informed professional, and I will be touching on topics of health and wellness on my broadcast, we will not be utilizing this platform to diagnose or treat anyone's illnesses. If you are experiencing any medical problems whatsoever, please consult your healthcare practitioner. And the views that you will hear on this channel are the views of myself and my guests, and not those of any particular church or organization. Sister Carter says, I mean, it's glitching now and then, but nothing that should prevent an amazing show. All praises to the Most High. AHAYAH Bahashim Yeshaya Warawat Kadash. All praises to the Most High. Correct. Yes, we're just going to keep it rolling. We're going to keep it moving. However, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Sister Johnny, so good to see you. Shalawam. Shalawam. Do me a favor. If the video should get worse, please post something and let me know. Post a comment and let me know. Right now, it appears as though it's okay. It's not bad enough for us to stop and have to do any troubleshooting, but should it get worse, please let me know. And if there's any issues with the audio, please inform me as well. I appreciate that. So one more thing, if you would like to be a guest on Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty, please send me an email to shebrewroyaltybiz@gmail.com and include a brief description of your business, your product, your service that you provide, or a topic that you are interested in co-hosting. I would love to hear from you and brainstorm on how we can collaborate to help heal and strengthen Shebrews throughout the four corners of the earth, which will ultimately contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Let me put that email address up here for you. Give me just a second. There we go, shebrewroyaltybiz@gmail.com. I would also like to introduce my sponsor, Orderly Fashion 144, where you can shop for custom trends, designs, accessories, and apparel for the dapper and chic. Visit www.orderlyfashion144.com today. And this is not a place for only sisters to shop, but the brothers can shop here as well. It is for the dapper and chic. Let me put their information on the screen for you. There you go. There's their email address. Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty discount code for my guest is Quala, my name, Qala, 15 to receive 15% off your purchases. Free shipping will also populate on orders of $70 or more. Orderly Fashion 144 is looking for fashion models. Purchase from the website, submit a full body photo of you wearing whatever apparel that you purchased to be eligible to receive up to 35% off your orders and one free item per month. In order to do so, you must order at least 3 items monthly from the website. For more information, send an email to info@orderlyfashion144.com. Please do not forget, please remember to add your discount code, which is 15% to 15, Quala 15, excuse me, to receive 15% off your purchases. All right, I am trying to breeze through this because I am just trying to get to our guest tonight, get him to come on because it's such an exciting show. So pardon me, I'm going to slow down, take a deep breath, and just keep it moving. Let's talk about my guardian doc. My guardian doc. Let me get this off the screen here for you. Let us talk about my guardian doc. Give me just a second. I'm going to present something here for you. Here's a video that tells a little bit about my guardian doc.
Life can throw unexpected curveballs, and when it comes to your family's health, you need someone in your corner. Introducing My Guardian Doc, your virtual medicine program provides compassionate medical guidance and world-class care around the clock. Hi there, I'm Dr. Smith, your guardian doctor. For just $27 per month, your entire household gains access to a team of dedicated medical professionals. No surprise fees, no hidden costs, just quality care when you need it most. With My Guardian Doc, you immediately lower your micromort count and gain peace of mind knowing your family's health is always protected. From urgent care to prescription discounts, My Guardian Doc is here for you every step of the way. Join the thousands of families who trust My Guardian Doc with their healthcare needs. Visit myguardiandoc.com to sign up today, because your family's health deserves the best.
Okay.
Life can throw unexpected curveballs.
That is My Guardian Doc. And for more information and to sign up for coverage, if you choose to, you can find the subscription link for Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty viewers in the description box below this video. That is My Guardian Doc. All right, who is here? Let's see, who is here? Talk to me, sisters. Let's see who's here. Sister Zion says, you got this. Yes, I was just trying to talk so fast because I really want to get to the meat and potatoes of tonight's show. Once again, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already done so. Please, please, please let others know about this very, very important show that we are having tonight. Go ahead and text, call, do what you have to do to get your sister friends in here for this very, very important show. I hope that you are wearing your favorite turban, tee, tunic, or dress. That being said, let's sip some tea and have healthy talk. Let's get this royal tea party started. So every week we have to find out, what is your cup of tea? Please post when you come in here on out, go ahead and post what your cup of tea is as soon as you come in. How about that? As soon as you come in, post what is your cup of tea. So tonight, I'm actually having a glass of tea, which is iced jasmine green lavender tea. That's a mouthful, isn't it? It's an iced tea, jasmine green lavender tea, with just a drizzle of agave nectar tonight. Sister Paula, I miss you too, sis. We have to talk soon, okay? I promise we'll catch up really soon, the Most High willing. So here's a video by Dr. Mike about the 7 health benefits of green tea and how to drink it. Let's see what Dr. Mike has to say about the 7 health benefits of green tea and how to drink it. Fair use, this is for educational purposes only. Let me get Dr. Mike in here. There we go.
This week's video is going to be all about the health benefits of green tea. I've seen some overblown claims, so we're going to parse through and figure out what's what. Also, stay tuned till the end of the video to get tips on how to make the healthiest cup of tea possible. Tea is one of those rare beverages that's pretty much universally accepted by science as a healthy one. But just remember, as with everything in life, you can have too much of a good thing. So don't overdo it with the green tea. The number one thing that makes green tea so good for you is that it's loaded with healthy nutrients. All of these bioactive polyphenols are awesome for your health. You may have heard of some of them known as flavonoids or catechins, and what those are just antioxidants. What antioxidants do is prevent free radical damage to your body. And free radical damage to your body over time causes cancer. But let me break that down a bit. I know all of you have faucets at home, whether it's in your bathroom or in your kitchen. Some of those faucets have rust on them. The rust is a direct result of that free radical damage we always talk about. Now, antioxidants prevent that rust from forming. So think of antioxidants as the rust prevention within our own bodies.
Yes! It's awesome!
Within media, it's been mentioned before that those who drink green tea have lower rates of cancer. And it's been theorized that it has something to do with the huge amount of antioxidants found within green tea. We have to not get too excited by this fact because this is only a correlation and not a causation. Yes, it's good to drink green tea, but no, it's not going to cure and prevent all types of cancer. Second great point about green tea. If you got stinky breath, maybe you should try some green tea.
That's none of my business.
The nutrients within green tea that we just mentioned on this last point, known as catechins, do a great job of inhibiting and killing certain types of bacteria. In fact, studies were done and proved that bacteria known to cause bad breath within your mouth was killed by drinking green tea. Also, when you have less of that specific bacteria, you have less plaque. So green tea also decreases the risk of developing a cavity. Point tray about green tea. It does a great job of giving you stable energy without all the jitters. It has about 30 to 50 milligrams of caffeine, which is roughly half a cup of coffee. You're still focused, you're still stimulated, but you don't have that jittery feeling that you get with a big cup of coffee. Another nutrient within green tea that works together with caffeine to boost your brain function is called L-theanine. Its benefit is that it gives your brain relaxation without the added sedation or drowsiness that come along with other relaxing agents. While we've seen in animal and lab models that it increases your good cholesterol and lowers your bad cholesterol, what we found in animal, lab, and human trials is that green tea lowers your blood pressure. And if you watch my hypertension video, you know how important it is to keep your blood pressure under control. Point number 5, green tea can help you burn fat. Well, maybe. This is more of an individual case-by-case basis thing because not all studies agree on this. But there is a promise of increased metabolism and fat oxidation, essentially fat burning. Some of the lab models have shown a decrease in new blood vessel formation within your fat stores, meaning that it literally takes away the vital nutrition for your fat and makes it die, kicking that fat's butt. Point number 6. Animal and lab models both show that catechins, the nutrient we keep mentioning over and over again, decrease the risk of you developing Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Science isn't clear on why this occurs, but it's theorized that it has something to do with the decrease in the development of plaque within the brain. If that doesn't encourage you to take a sip, I don't know what will. Point 7. Now this is the game changer. This is the one that everyone gets excited about. Green tea may increase your lifespan. There's been a ton of research done on this. Some studies even have 40,000 participants that show those who drink 3 to 5 cups of tea a day have an increased lifespan, have a decreased all-cause mortality, that means dying from anything, have decreases in heart disease, decreases in strokes. But before we get too excited, we need to remember correlation versus causation. Just because those who drink green tea live longer, it doesn't mean green tea is the sole thing that's responsible for that effect. So yes, enjoy your green tea, but don't think you're gonna live forever. Here's how you create the healthiest cup of tea possible. Don't add green tea directly to boiling water as it destroys those healthy catechins we've been talking about. Don't go decaf because the decaffeination process hurts more of the nutrients found within green tea. Add lemon into your tea as it aids in the absorption of some of these nutrients. Finally, don't cheap out. Go for the good premium stuff as it contains more of the healthy nutrients we've been talking about all along. I need you to know this. Don't buy into the BS supplements that take green tea extract and claim that it has miracle health benefits. They do not. The real thing is always healthier than the supplement form. As always, thanks for watching. Audio check 1, 2 on the MC mic.
All right, that was Dr. Mike with lots of information about green tea. So we should be drinking green tea just about every day, it sounds like, huh? But guess what? We have been learning about so many different teas and all of their benefits that it's hard to keep up with all these teas, isn't it? Just drink tea every day. Drink tea. Let's see, what are you drinking? Let's see here. Sister Johnny says, Chamelia Tulsi. Sister Mary, hi, how are you? Good to see you, Mary. You said you're really excited. So am I. Sister Dara is here. Shalawam. Sister Ahab Karad says, I'm having toasted coconut, almond bark, chamomile with honey. Oh my goodness, now that's a mouthful as well. Sister Carla, I'm having hibiscus tea with ginger slices. Yum. Sister Princess is here. Shalom, Sister Princess. Sister Shamara says 3-herb tea. And Sister Paula says, I'm in my kitchen making a big powder green tea. Couldn't move fast enough. And Sister Dara says, good stuff. Con. Once again, hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I have a request of you. Because I do not promote on social media, I am asking you to share these videos with everyone in your sphere of influence. Please, your sisters, your friends, by word of mouth, co-workers, let them know that we are here every Sunday and all of the healthy stuff that we go into, right? So last week we had such an amazing show with Sister Patricia. We learned so much about colon hydrotherapy. If you weren't here for that show, please go back and watch that show. But it is show time. Let me get our guest in. Give me just a second. I want our guest to know that we are ready. We are ready for him to come in. Give me just a second. All right. So Dr. Sergio should be here any minute. Who's ready for another super exciting and informative show? Because that's what we have planned for you tonight. Welcome to the third Sunday in April, which is Alternative and Complementary Medicine and Therapy Month. So every Sunday this month, we have been focusing on topics pertaining to alternative and complementary medicine and therapy, such as chiropractic care, massage therapy, herbal medicine, and aromatherapy. Our topic tonight is empowering wellness. And let me introduce our guest tonight, our special guest, Dr. Pierre Sergio of Water Health Holistic Service Center, which is a drugless faith-based corporation. Let us welcome Dr. Sergio.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening, Dr. Sergio. How are you?
I am doing amazing. Great, Miss Kayla. How are you?
I am fantastic.
And
May I introduce you to our guests?
Of course, yes.
Yes. So Dr. Pierre Sergio is a doctor of pastoral studies. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And an esteemed figure in the realm of alternative health, showcasing unparalleled expertise and proactive leadership in advancing holistic wellness since 1995. His unwavering commitment is underscored by his preeminent crafting of personalized approaches, surpassing conventional methods, and setting a definitive standard in the field, thoroughly addressing individual health concerns, Dr. Sergio emerges as the go-to solution, reinforcing his position as a trusted leader in holistic wellness. So welcome, Dr. Sergio.
And thank you for the introduction, for the well done introduction.
You are very welcome. It's so wonderful to have you here tonight. So wonderful. So yes, we have so much to learn from you. So I am going to give you the floor. If you could tell us a little bit more about yourself, about your practice, about the services that you provide, and we'll just sit back and soak it all in. How about that?
That's pretty good, and thank you very much. As a matter of fact, for the past 25 years, this is all I'm able to do. It's a calling from God, actually, to find a way where I can serve people in my community, whether from Massachusetts or in Texas. So the whole idea about wellness, it is a creation of God. See, because without Him, we cannot have the herbs and the wisdom to do what we do. But because of He, that we are able to do everything. So that I am able to find better ways to continue helping my clients, my friend, to find wellness. Because what I do is different from the medical field. Because I'm one of the practitioners that truly focus on the root cause of any form of problems. It's called the underlying cause. If you don't know exactly what's going on, it's very difficult. These days, what we have a systems that is not working, and we have people are dying every day, and their life could have been saved very easily. But sometimes not having the knowledge, not having that self-care knowledge, so therefore you don't know where to go, and so therefore you perish. You see?
Yes.
So in my line of service, I always tell all my clients, give me 3 months. Give me 3 months so I could help bring healing to your body, because the symptoms before it happened, it may have taken a long time before it happens, and so therefore I don't expect a week or 2 weeks to bring you back to your normal state. I expect in 3 months, and so far for the past 20-something years, I've been a very happy person to be a citizen in the kingdom where I submit myself to God, because without He, I won't be able to do what I do. You see?
Amen.
And so when we talk about concern of ailments, these days, chronic symptoms, it's an epidemic. Because, one example, right now, let's assume that you may have gone to a dentist maybe 20 years ago, and suddenly you start experiencing lupus, or you start experiencing a lot of autoimmune problem, and so you don't know what is the cause to that. So you may go to your doctor and say, "Yeah, don't worry, we can give some medication." See, but the medication is not going to help the problem. See, and so that dental work which you may have done 20 years ago, now it becomes the main problem. So in my line of duty, I say I have to be able to identify the cause, because your mouth is the root cause of most of your problem.
Okay.
And so then I have to identify which tooth basically may have been infected, that may have caused blockages into your meridian pathways. So I'm not a dentist, but I have to refer you to a holistic dentist to be able to extract that teeth, or to be able to put some type of fillings, which are called composite resin without BPA. And so that can take at least 3 to 6 months before that illness will alleviate. But meanwhile, I have to work with you to ensure that all of those chemicals that the body have experienced, so that has to be cleaned out. See?
All of those toxins.
That's it. Those neurotoxins have to go. You see? And especially the heavy metals. Heavy metals, it's one of those harmful toxins that has caused so many problems into our life. But people doesn't know that. One thing is the fact that I remembered, for example, when I was a kid, my family, my mom used to cook in pot that was silver pot. The spoon we used to have on our table, or the fork, or the knife used to be silver. But over time, all those things will be moved out, and they give us all those aluminum, which become a major problem to our life. So symptoms start to develop at the same time too, because those neurotoxins or those harmful toxins, which are heavy metal, it causes many different issues in our body. But again, so when we talk about wellness or holistic wellness, so we have to understand exactly what is the underlying cause, what caused the problem to occur. Not just say, well, take a tablet or take a pill or take an herb. No, you have to know exactly what is the root cause, because as we as God's children, our Father gave us a body that was well designed. You see, and because the body is actually electric. You see, and so therefore we have to ensure that we are able to restore the electrical voltage back into the body.
Wow.
You see, and so it always depends what's going on, because for example, every chronic disease, okay, can only occur when there's a lack of voltages going to the meridian of the body. See, and so that's one of the problem too, that the medical association do not yet understood that we are also on an electrical beam. So to cure or to heal any part of the body, first you have to make sure the millivolts of the cell is correct. Because if the cell is depleted electrons, I don't care who you are, you're going to be sick. So in my line of service, I have to measure that millivolts to ensure that it is that below -20. You see? Okay. Because when the electron start to go down, I don't care who you are, chronic disease will continue to start. You see? It will continue to manifest. And so all those things, yeah, it is indeed. So all the things we have to know. So for example, Ms. Kayla, different symptoms have different root cause, but all disease, you see, always related to inflammation.
Yes.
Okay, they all are. You see, and so by having the knowledge to understand that, so therefore we first have to understand what is inflammation, how it is created, and why it is happening to our body, and how can we best remove that inflammation out of the body. You see, because inflammation happen to be the fourth stage of disease. You see, then we have stage 5, stage 6, stage 7. Stage 7 is the last stage, which we call fungation. This is when cancer starts to happen.
Oh wow!
Yes, ma'am. At that stage.
Can you walk us through all of the stages? What those are?
Well, I mean, first of all, the first stage is when the body starts losing energy. See? And when you start losing energy, that's the first stage, because it's when you acknowledge that the body is no longer in the same state. You see, and so and all that too is also caused by acid. You see,
by acid.
Acid, because those third stage, they are the stage of acidosis. You see, and so we have to understand that the more acidic forming food we put in our body, and is the more problem we're going to have. You see. And so it is not our fault that we do what we do, what we eat, what we drink. But as a kid growing up, Ms. Kayla, as you well know more than I do, that whatever our parents ate, that's what we ate.
Exactly.
You know
exactly. Didn't have much of a choice.
We have no choice, you see. So over time, those food, because they're acidic food, you see, and so we start to experience those 7 stages, you see. And so the second stage, basically, we call that toxemia. You see, and so basically, it's when the body start to have a certain amount of acidic forming food. They start to form and causes a little bit constipation in the system. So we go on and so on, and then we have the third stage is irritation. You see, it's when we start to feel that a little bit itchy, that the body, start to experiencing a level of as I said, basically it's irritated. And you could feel that in your skin or inside your body, you know, and sometimes a little rash could start popping up on the body as well. Okay? And so all that stage we move from that. So if we don't fix that, if we don't correct those problems, then that's when inflammation becomes the 4th stage.
Okay.
So all those toxins start to cause blockages in the meridian channels. So the body starts moving slowly. You see?
Very interesting.
That's correct. So inflammation is a major problem. And so this is why I always tell people that no matter what you do, exercising is good to do. But before you exercise in the morning, always make sure that you have yourself grounded for at least a good 15 minutes. See, because that lesser the body, that actually help to increase your electrical balance, electrical level balance. And so you could go out there and walk. And then when you finish work all one, whatever you're doing, or go to the gym, but when you finish, you got to go grounding. You got to take your shoes off. You got to find a piece of soil where there's grass or anything. Just put your feet barefooted in there, ground it yourself.
What do you think about the grounding mats?
Well, you could use that as well too, but it's always better when you put your feet directly on earth. You see, because of the electrons. So you get all the electrons to help to balance your electrical system. See, so that's also help to deflame the body, because inflammation is like a fire. You see, and so therefore, when you have that, grounding is very good. I advise anybody tonight who is listening, if they're experiencing any form of inflammation, any form of autoimmune system problem, to go out there every day, at least for 15 minutes or more, morning at night. Since right now it's springtime is here and outside is nice, and so just enjoy nature. You see? Yes. And so by doing that, no matter what, they will start to experience wellness. They'll feel good. They'll feel a lot of energy. See, so those are the things that we can do to help to release inflammation. For example, in my office, I have a formula in here that's called nerve nutritional formula. That's a very good formula. You see, because it doesn't matter what type of inflammation that you have. By God's grace, those herbs that's in there is sufficient enough to help to balance the inflammation. But as you go forward, for example, diabetic is also generated by inflammation. Yes. You see, so all the disease that we right now we're experiencing, so we can say that most of the disease is basically related to inflammation. That's the bottom line. But as practitioners, we have to understand that we have to keep on continue to learn, because the allopathic way, they will never tell you the truth. For example, myself as a practitioner in my office, I take time to educate people. I take time to tell you exactly what's the problem is, how we're going to fix the problem. But I always say, give me 3 months. So whereas right now, if you go to any allopathic doctors, all they want to know is that what's wrong with you, that's it, and then give you medication. See, without taking time to educate you what alternative reason why you have that problem, they don't care about that. You see, because remember though, when we say that we are God's children, therefore love for our heart has to be love. We have to open our heart to love each other, so that when we have a problem together, we can correct it. But if I've been selfish, thinking that I am superior than you are, then therefore guess what? I'm allowed you to fail, and I become the victim in the process. Right. So in the holistic way of living and thinking, we see ourselves as one. I'm here to serve you, to help you. You see, because when you're happy, when you got good health, I know that my Father reward is already ready for me to enjoy and to celebrate. So all those things, we have to understand that. And secondly is the fact that to Miss Girl, understanding the disease within. See, oh, I tell you, I could talk to you tonight. I could talk to you tonight.
Oh, and we could listen to you all night. We could listen to you all night. Oh, and what I love about what you do is that you see the whole person. You see them as a whole person, not just a body part, right? Nope. They come in, you know that they're a mind, a body, and the spirit.
That's correct.
That's how you approach your patients.
And you have to. You see, that's the thing. You have to, because you see, and this is what happened to many healthcare centers and our beloved country, is the fact that there's no love. There's no love. They see you as a number because it's money. You see, and wherever there's money, there can never be any wellness. Can never be. No, because it's the love. our father told us that, we're supposed to love each other, see each other as we see him. So if we're not doing that, and therefore we make it difficult to serve, because all of us are servant. We're here to serve others, no matter what. You see?
And it's important that people realize that their doctors, their work for them, right? Your doctor is here to serve you.
That's
your
correct.
provider is here to serve you. And I must say that for all of the years that I've practiced in medicine, that was always my mindset. Is number one, that, like you said, I'm not in this for me. The Most High is the one that put me in this position. And when you're dealing with people's lives, that is their most valuable asset.
That is correct.
Is their life. And for you to be frivolous with that asset, the Most High is entrusting you with this individual, with their entire life.
That's correct.
And for you to look at them as simply as a number.
Yeah.
That's a shame. It's actually a sin.
It is indeed. No, it is. It is indeed. See, and this is why that my profession, I love it, because every time somebody call me and say, Dr. Sergio or Sergio, thank you for helping me. Now I am healed. And I always tell them, give God the glory, because He's the only one that I truly know that without He, that I'm not able to do nothing. And all my education are coming from Him, through Him. See? And so all that people have to understand. And we need more practitioners in our field, especially in the African American community. We need more. We do, honestly. We don't have enough, and the number is too low. You see, it's too low. And so I hope that many of our audience tonight can truly understand that that what it takes to become the best on what you do. You see, because we need more people like myself, like you, Miss Kayla, to have a better understanding and on what it means to be able to help somebody to live for a few more days, or to help somebody expand their life, knowing that they're not able to suffer from symptomology. See, because and I'm not supposed to say that to you, Miss Carla, but I'm going to say that to you because I love your audience, because whenever people take time to listen to what's important, that can help to change their life, it's always good. See, these days, long time ago, I would say at least in the 60s, we didn't have anything called lupus. We didn't have that in the 70s. Okay, those symptoms start to show up in the 80s. Okay, diabetic, we didn't have that. See, there's a lot of symptoms right now you heard out there, a lot of disease. They were not there. The question is how to get there now. Exactly.
That was my next point. And I think we know how they got there, right?
Yes, we do know.
Yes, we do.
We do know. And so, and this is why that it is important that when I said we need more of the holistic practitioners or alternative practitioners, in our community, because our community doesn't have enough knowledge. And we don't have enough knowledge because as kids growing up, we watch TV, we watch general hospitals, we watch, all those things on TV. And so we program in a way where we have to understand that if something totally wrong with us, even a cold, don't even buy any echinacea, for example, okay, which is one of the most powerful herbs for cold or respiratory infection, okay. So not even say, well, why don't you go buy some echinacea? Let's just drink that. Let's get the cold out. You know what I'm saying? No. First thing they will do, they will go to allopathic medicine to get allopathic medicine. You see, and rather than having the cold alleviate, but what they have done is that that medication is going to weaken your system more and allows macroscopic to proliferate more. You see what I'm saying? And so we need more people. I wish that you could one night or one night or any other episode you could have, and just talk about in our community, those who are out there who love to make a difference in people's life. And so if they could jump in the wagon and becoming a practitioner and learning about the body, it's your body. It's called self-care. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So learn about the body because we as African American living right here in Dallas, together we can do a lot. And my office is open for anyone to come in. Especially, what I did though, Miss Keller. And in 2004, I understood that in order for the body to truly heal, the body needs water. Okay, water. Something so simple that we take for granted. So water is one of the primary healing factor. It's one of the primary tools. We have to have water, but the water must be purified. It must be structured. It must be oxygenated. You see, and because the body, as I mentioned earlier, the body is electrical. Okay, so how do you expect the cells to make proper conductivity? How do you expect the cell to stay healthy? They need water.
Need water. We're 70% of the body, right? 70% of water.
That's
so
correct.
Water is very important.
Very important. So guess what they did though? In order to keep you down, making you sick, we remove all the life force of that water, which we're giving you. We call it reverse osmosis. We call it just purified water. And so they're not happy with it. Then they put the water in a small little plastic bottle.
Yes.
You see? Now those plastic bottles, those are grade 1. If you ever look in the bottom of it, you go see triangle. Inside that triangle, there's going to be a number. There is number 1. That is the lowest number. That number basically, it's all chemicals, and those chemicals leak to into the water, which make it much more toxic to drink. That causes a lot of health problems.
Yes.
See, and so you have to take a water that is purified, structured, and oxygenated, which is chemical free, and has all of the electrolyte and the oxygen that the body need in order for that cells that on the cell level to maintain healthy.
So we'll talk about your website because this water is available on your website, correct?
Yes, as well. Yes,
oxygenated alkaline water.
It is. As a matter of fact, in Texas, and I think around the United States of America, I'm not predicting, and I did a lot of research. There's no places that has our water because they see it as a business. I don't see it as a business. I see it as a treatment to keep the body hydrated, because hydration is the key. Because what happened when you hydrate? Okay, number 1, cellular health occurred, inflammation reduction, and acid balance. You see, that really helped the body to stabilize balance.
Absolutely. So how does someone that's not in the Dallas area, because I'm also not in the Dallas area, I'm in the San Antonio area.
Okay.
How do we get your water?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, excuse me and forgive me. See, because I cannot ship out a 5 gallon of water, because our water we sell them by the gallons.
You sell them by the gallons.
Okay. And then I don't want to buy any cheap plastic to put it in to ship out.
Right.
You see, and so we have a glass bottle, and we cannot ship things in a glass bottle because it's
so heavy. Yes.
Yeah, that's why we cannot. And so, but we do delivery in the Dallas Metroplex area.
So you're telling me I have to move to Dallas? Is that what you're telling me?
It will be nice though. At least we'll have you next to us. So because I think you are a blessing to all of us. So
praise the Most High. Praise the Most High. But we will find a way, even if I have to make trips out there to get my water, because I've been doing the research. I've been on your website, looking at your services, looking at your products, and I need all of this.
Well, by God's grace, it's already yours already to activate. You see, and so I think that tonight, to be honest with you, I think that our audience, if any of them are interested in holistic health, I'm available to help them. Not only to guide them properly, but to open up a new door.
Yes.
See, because learning, it's supposed to be shareable, it's supposed to be joy, it's supposed to be something, it's education, but it's supposed to be joy. Because when you inform somebody or when you teach somebody about a certain result, about a certain condition, how those conditions can truly be healed, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And the fact that my company is a holistic faith-based, because I believe in my father, because I represent my father, because I'm a citizen in the kingdom, and so I am that I am. See what I'm saying? And so I am. So I welcome anybody who have any question about their health. They can always call my number if they live right here in the Dallas district area, and they could they could always come home. Whatever they need to know, it's my duty to help them. As I said, I'm a book because my father is a book, so therefore I'm a book. You know what I'm saying? I'm a book of information. I have all the wisdom in the world, wisdom from him, only through him. You see?
Yes. So, ask and ye shall receive.
That's correct. And
seek and ye shall find.
Yeah.
And you have to knock, right? And that door will be open.
That's correct. So in my place, that's how it is. Since I've been in service, most of all of my clients, the only thing they can say about me is that I don't know when to stop serving them successfully. So,
all praises.
So I'm open. But second thing too, we talk about tonight too, as the fact that we're going over different type of symptomology.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes,
doctor. Is there some Are you hearing some music? Is there some music playing in the background?
Yes,
I hear some music there.
Yes, I do. I could always lower it down for you.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sounds beautiful. So relaxing, calming.
Is this better?
It's so relaxing and calming.
It is very, actually. Yes. I do. And my place of service, this is the only type of song, of music that I play.
Serenity. Yeah.
And we need that. We need that focused mind, and we need to be able to think straight and so on. Anyway, so second thing I also want to mention to you as well too, like today, for example, okay, they told us, we don't know for sure by the numbers, but this is the number one killing disease in the United States of America. It's cancer, and that's what they say, and they also say it's cardiovascular. Okay, well, so you got to remember one thing. And be known, and as I would say, let it be known, since we're online tonight. The disease did not come by itself, but every disease that you heard, all those names are simply a precursor to identify the problem. Okay. And so I always tell my client that whenever a name has been given to you, say you have that. Do not say I have, and the word that I am. Always be careful to use that word, because the idea is that I don't want you to be sick. I'm honest with you. I don't want nobody to be sick. Okay, because we are not what people think we are. You see, and so the fact that you are a divine spiritual being, okay, and so and sometimes I tell people you are indeed a divine electrical being, because as we think, so shall we become.
Yes.
Okay, so. Our Father gave us everything that has been given already. The only thing that we have to do is claim it in His name, and so that we are fine. So when you say I am that, whatever that is, it become to be, it manifests.
Absolutely.
So always on my client, do not say I have this. I am diabetic. When you say I'm diabetic, now you're speaking as God. How could God be sick? And you see what I'm saying? Don't use those words because you become it. See? And this is to our community because we don't know. We've had a lot. And so I would say to you, whatever symptom this you were told that you have, experience that you have, do not claim it.
Don't claim it.
Because when you say I am that, I am diabetic, or I am this, don't say that. No, don't. See, because it's called subconscious mind. Subconscious mind, whatsoever you are said, it's recorded and it become part of your life.
Yes.
See? And so I would tell people, don't say that. If you come to my office, all you got to tell me is the doctor said to you, I think that I'm experiencing a little bit disturbances. See? So disturbances, you're not engaging in anything. You're not saying I have that.
Right.
You just have it.
Once you claim it, once you say I have it, you're claiming it.
You become that.
You become that.
That's
yes.
Correct.
And I those are things that I also talk to my patient about. When they say I'm diabetic, that no, you are not.
That's
that.
correct.
There's so much more to you than these symptoms that you're having.
But that's the point. That's the program. So we program in such a way where we don't know the word to use because, for example, when you start thinking negatively or when you act negatively, because every symptoms once you claim it, it's negative.
Yeah.
That actually produces more acid waste in your system. You see, and people don't know that. That's why that it's always good. You speak as if and become as if.
Right.
You see, and you have to remain on that positive state of mind, because how could you be healed if you're negative? You cannot.
Yeah, and just those words cause your cortisol level to go up.
That's correct, because again, they become a byproduct of acidic level, and so people don't know that. And so it's important that tonight that our audience would have a chance to understand that do not claim any disease. Because once you do, you become it. And secondly, is the fact that when you take negatively, then you create more acid into the system. You see, and so people have to understand that the fundamental issue that we have to deal with is called acid. Acid, acid is about I would say roughly about 80% or maybe to 90%. And then we have environmental chemicals, which is still an acid forming that break down the cellular level in the body. And so there's a lot. This is why that sometimes when people have an issue, the diagnosis has to be right. You see, because sometimes blood cannot tell you certain things, and that's what people understand. You see. An X-ray can tell you something only if it's physical, if it's feasible. But when it comes down to acidity, to meridian blockages, X-ray cannot tell you that. Cannot. When the body millivolts it's shift to a positive millivolts, it cannot tell you that. They don't have the tool to understand that. They can't. They can say, well, something, you may have a bladder infection, or you may have this. Okay, let me give you that pill, but you could take as much pill you want. Not until you find the root cause, what caused that bladder to be infected, and therefore you're always going to have a bladder issue. You see, so that is why it's important.
Or constipation issues, right?
Everything
instead of just giving laxatives, find out why.
That's correct.
Why is this person constipated?
That is correct. You have to, especially
chronically.
You got to understand that.
Get into the root of the problem.
That is correct. And this is why that what I do has been blessed, because every practitioner that has come forth, all of them, and we all focus on one thing only: what is the underlying cause of the problem? You see. And so, as I said to you earlier, and I'm going to mention it to our audience, that it is not just one thing. It can be a combination of things. And so, as I said to you, the body is electric, and so you have to understand that. You have to know exactly where there is a shortage in the wiring. You see, and 95% of the time, the shortage usually come in from your mouth, from some type of dental work. Yep, from dental work. See, and the dentists, they don't care about that, because they're not about to heal you. They only care about to change your teeth. You see, and so
getting those metals out of your teeth are really important.
That's what causes the problem, is those metals. Those metals, because once they screw it in there, you see, each teeth is wiring to a certain part of the body, whether from your brain or from below. You see, for example, brain tumor, okay, and people will think it's difficult. Why I have a brain tumor? Why I have neurological problem? Well, think about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You know, what did you do? What dentist did you go to? What did you put in your mouth?
Isn't that something?
Thank you very much. You see, so that's what I'm saying. All those things are a fundamental problem that we have to experience, that the body meridian cannot allow or cannot have any blockages. When there's blockages in those meridian, and therefore that organ is going to be experiencing problem. Because why? Why? Because bacteria are becoming a problem. Bacteria invaded that particular part of the body, such as, for example, heart problem. People have a lot of blood blockages. Okay, those blockages certainly will cause heart attack. Okay, but you cannot have in a body that is well designed by our Father to have blockages, blood blockages go into the heart. Cannot have that.
Right.
You see, so it's blockages again. Those are blockages that usually happen in a root canal, based on where the tooth is connected to, where it's wired to. You know, so that tooth, we have to have it extracted. If we can save the tooth, then therefore they have to put some type of composite resin to fill it in.
Right.
You see, and the funny thing is, within weeks, the heart is going to be fine. You see, and so that's what I'm saying. So people have to listen to the root cause of every problem, you know. And so, bottom line, I am so blessed that to understanding the root cause, whatever it is. I will tell my client that whatever it is, don't worry, we'll find a solution. You know, whatever infection you may have, and you know, and infection is a major problem. Whatever it is, I will find it for you. You know, during our consultation. And then
what a blessing.
Well, it is indeed. It is. And so I'm very grateful with the knowledge that my Father has given me. And so to serve. And that's the one thing I told you earlier, is that I'm here to serve you. You're not serving me, I'm serving you. You see, that's the opposite. You see what I'm saying? Because I see myself as I see you. Because our body is not supposed to be in a state of sickness or disease. It's not, honestly.
Right.
It's not because our life is our life supposed to be a life of enjoyment. We were set by our Father to come to the kingdom, to enjoy the glory and the benefit and everything that he brought forth, so that we can enjoy it. You know, and so we're not enjoying nothing at all right now, because everything it changed. People in the good old days, they had much better time enjoying the kingdom than we do right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I understood that. So I always tell my client, you know what? All those diseases, you did not create them. You know, it's the environment that create those diseases within you. But the fact that we have to keep your body clean, because the blood has to be clean. Because don't forget one thing, though, Miss Kiela, the blood is life and death. Life and death is in the blood. It's in the blood. You see?
Yeah.
So if we can keep that blood clean, totally clean, from all those heavy metals and from all of those toxins from macroscopic, then we'll be fine.
Absolutely. And keeping that blood oxygenated like you said, keeping it clean, because that blood is flowing through every area of your body. So if it is contaminated, it's taking bacteria, viruses, parasites, whatever it may be, throughout every organ, every part of your body. So you are right. The blood, that's the source right there.
That's the source. It's life and death is in the blood.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is why that we have to understand that we have to be able to keep that clean. And I tell my client that every 3 months, it's always good to do a blood cleanse. You do a blood cleanse every 3 months, and making sure that we have the right ingredient inside the blood to ensure that all of the contamination, whether it's chemical or non-chemical, acidosis, we have to get them out in the blood.
What does that look like? The blood cleanse. What
is the ingredients?
Okay.
But it's the ingredient, because don't forget though, right now, we have a lot of product out there in the marketplace. Those products basically are made from pharmaceutical companies. And so the ingredient name is correct, but the ingredient, there's no life force on it. You see what I'm saying? So it's not going to help you at all. For example, you have burdock. Burdock is a very powerful blood purifier. You see? And then you have dragon blood. It's very, very powerful to detoxify the blood. See, you have red clover, very powerful. So we have a lot of herbs out there. Plus, too, you have bloodroot, very powerful. So when you create a formula with most effective blood-based ingredients, and so therefore, if it is not made by big pharma, if it has not been tempted by chemical, and so therefore you're going to notice a big difference on how you are on how parasite and bad bacteria, as all the toxins going to be released and clean from the blood. See? Because when the blood is clean, you can tell your skin look amazing, great. You can tell your energy level is very good, it's high. See? You can tell a lot.
Yes.
See? So all those things, we have to understand that we live in a world where acid is our main problem, bottom line. And the fact that we don't have the knowledge, Ms. Kayla, we suffered.
Right. Well, praise the Most High for people like you, right, that are here to educate us on these issues.
Yep.
So I am so thankful. Your website has so much information on here, and I'm going to share the website. You have a lot of products on here. Do you recommend first having a consultation with you before using these products? What do you recommend?
Well, basically, what I do with most of my clients right now who buy a product, I send them out a food they can eat to help in the process, so that we can expedite the healing process. You see, because not all food can help to alleviate the problem as taking the medication, but a certain food that when you eat it, then it helps to fasting, to help to bring more healing faster, to eliminate the problem. For example, let us say liver, okay? So with the liver, it is one of the most important organ in the body because of its functionality of 500 different parts that it produces. And so if I sell you a liver product because you have a liver problem, and therefore I also have to give you food to eat as well too. You see? And so that would help the liver to clean faster, to perform its task successfully better. Okay. You see? But as far as concern is concerned, people when people come to my office, they buy something, they whenever they ask me, it's my duty to tell them exactly this is what it's good for. If they ask me, to take 5 minutes to talk to them, of course, yes. Because I'm here to serve you. It's not about the money. It's about you buying a product that's going to serve your purpose. You see? And so I do that. I do. So if you call me right now, you say, well, Dr. Sergio, I want to get a consultation with you about this product, or what is it good for, or what can I do to making sure that this product is going to help me faster, I will tell you. You see?
Okay.
Because again, that's what we do. Together, we are one from our Father. My Father doesn't see me, doesn't see you different. You see us as same. So it's my duties.
We're a body, right?
That's
If one part of the body is sick, the whole body is sick.
That is correct, ma'am.
So when we look at each other that way and know that we together form a body.
Yep. And that's the thing, though. We have to understand that together we are one. You see? And having the right mindset, we always help my client to be well. Because it's my duties, as always, not only to encourage you or to influence you, but it's so that you know who you are. You know? Let you know who you are and the power which you possess inside of you, and especially with the healing process. When we speak healing over ourselves, we predict it, we manifest it, and therefore, guess what? We heal.
Yes.
But when we don't do that, then therefore it's impossible. But you see, one of the things too is the fact that our Father, by the way, when I say our Father, I'm referring to God, our divine God. You see, everything that He produces or provided to us is already activated. It's already done. And so this is why that we have to make sure when we take an herb, the herb has to be alive. It has to be live herb. It cannot be a dead herb, because dead is not going to help us. Same thing with the food we eat. Same thing with the water we drink. It has to be alive. If it's dead, forget it.
And the words that we speak, which brings me to this article that I read the other day. It was actually in, I can't remember what news station it was, but it was about a 28-year-old, perfectly healthy, physically Dutch woman that has been dealing with mental issues, depression, and so on. I think they mentioned autism as well. And her doctors told her she will never get better. These were the words that they told her.
That's wrong.
So now, do you know what the solution is? The solution is she has decided to be euthanized. 28 years old, physically sound, but someone speaks this into your life that you will never get better. And the solution is euthanasia. That's where we're at right now.
Yep.
And we are in right now.
Again, you see, and that was my point earlier to you. Once you know who you are, then therefore, when somebody says something like that because it's so negative, subconsciously, if you receive it, then it's going to activate. You see, the mind, you have power to reject and power to accept. See, not having the knowledge to reject, then therefore she receive it, it manifests.
Right.
You see, because for example, to speak of depression, it's something so simple. Okay, even though it has been identified as a neurological problem, but honestly, none of us are depressed. You see, it's just a change of electrical imbalances. I always tell my client, when you think you're depressed, honestly, just go outside barefooted every day. I don't care what you do. Go barefooted, and then we will do a parasite cleanse. We'll do a parasite cleanse to making sure, because sometimes your mood does change because hormone imbalances. But usually about 70% of the time it's because the body have too much electrical charge. Too much.
And we've been talking a lot about gut health as well, the importance of gut health.
Well, I mean, you got to remember though, within the gut, what's really important for our health is our intestinal fluid. This is where everything happens. You see? And so, yes, but it's like I said, there can be many different combinations. We as practitioners, we have to truly understand the root cause. But every time somebody says to you that they're depressed, You know, number one is go out there barefooted, ground yourself every day, twice a day, you know, and then do a parasite cleanse, and you know, and become who you're supposed to be. Pray God, you know, and you know, and laugh. When a smile out. You see, laughter is one of the greatest healing of all healing when people say they're depressed.
Absolutely. It's hard to be depressed when you're laughing.
That's
correct. It really is.
You cannot
do a lot of laughing.
That's correct, because you're changing the pattern. You're changing your way of thinking.
Exactly.
See, you gotta do that. But yes, so a lot of things are so easy in our life. The fact that we don't have the knowledge, we victimize. You see? We victimize. Wow. And so this is why people first have to understand that they are spirit, first and foremost. Mm-hmm. You are a daughter or a son of the Most High, which is your Father, and you are He. See, you are He in the spirit because He lived through you from your mind. Because the spirit isn't the spirit is something we cannot touch, right? Because it's automatically Him that's in all of us. You see, right?
And when He created our spirits, everything that was created, He said it was good.
That's correct.
Right? Yeah. Everything that He created was good. So when He created us, we were good. So what happened to change that?
Condition. It's called a condition. You see? Because by design, we are He, without any doubt. But when our soul been tested, sometimes we open portals we're not supposed to be open. Mm-hmm. And so therefore we lost our sense of who we are. You know, like right now in America, one thing we experience a lot is called mental health problem. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it's not mental health problem, though, to be honest with you. It's because one of the portals has been opened, it cannot be closed. Yeah. So therefore allows other forces to come forward.
It's a spiritual problem.
Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. But people don't understand that.
Yeah.
You see? And so
but once again, with that area of medicine, if you're not focusing on the spirit, if you're only dealing with the mental, the mind, and the body, and neglecting the spirit, then the body and the mind is going to go wherever the spirit is leading.
Of course, yes. That's what I'm saying. You see, you have a mind, you have the spirit, you have the mind. The mind is supposed to be the soul. Okay? And so basically, the soul is the mediator between the spirit and the body. Mm-hmm. You see? And so if I can disturb your soul, I can disturb you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happened. It's like when the soul is not in the state of awareness to do its task given by the spirit, because as I said, it's a mediator. It works as a mediator. Mm-hmm. You see? And so therefore, when we do things we're not supposed to be doing by opening up portals, mm-hmm. Therefore we lost the soul. It's been captured. Even though I'm able to talk to you right now, but if my soul is not in place, and therefore I can do anything stupidly, I'm not supposed to be doing. I could kill myself, I could do anything, I could kill people.
Right.
Because now I have other force that's actually
controlling you.
That's correct, ma'am. Thank you. You see, and people have to understand all that. It's all part of holistic. We have to understand that. That's why I always tell people, I don't mind you smoking marijuana, which is cannabis, but don't do too much. Don't reach at a point where you don't know what you're doing. See, because all those are weaken your mind. Mm-hmm. It allows all the spirit to enter and play with your soul.
Yeah.
See, right now.
Well, when most people that do that, the lack of self-control. So you're telling them don't do too much, but a lot of people have lack of self-control. So why even open that door?
Well, again, you see, for example, when you don't know your way to the light, mm-hmm. then everything can happen. See, I know who I am. You know, I'm a son. I'm a son. I'm a citizen in my father's kingdom. This is my kingdom. I have to respect it because I know exactly where I'm going. I know I'm in the light. I'm not in the darkness. But when you're in the darkness, all you know is darkness. Until or unless you personally come to a state of understanding, say, you know what, I don't want to be there no more. Even sometimes maybe too late. But if you confess, if you repent, you know, and then change can come. Because your father loves you no matter what. He's always able to forgive you, to bring you back. You see? But if you don't understand that, people don't understand that. For example, many people these days, they're taking what I think it's called opioid. Is that the name?
Which one? What is it?
I think it's called
Piprazole?
No. Well, it's one of the drugs that's out there right now. That everybody's basically addicted to it. Okay.
For what's it? What is it used for?
Well,
the opioids.
That's correct.
The opioids. Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you. We see, but all that when you take that drugs, for an example, it knock you out, and so it open up a portal in your brain too far deep, and you lost. Yeah. And so you could do it. You could do anything stupid, not knowing. You can even kill people, not knowing. You see, so people have to understand that as a spirit, there are other spirits out there that cannot wait to get to you. But the only way they can get to you is to your soul. See? And so this is why that as a holistic practitioners, we have to understand when people talk about neurological problem, we have to ask ourselves what he or she has been doing. Right. Because we can help them to stop it. You know what I'm saying? We can. Through education, there's a lot of ways we can do that. You see, but if the person doesn't have the right people or the right support, and then therefore they in turn can actually become and destroy their life not knowing, because it's not a good thing to be in the dark. You need to be in the light constantly, because when you're in the light, believe me, all life rejoice, all the happiness, all the wealth, you know, and all the good, all abundance, everything there is in this kingdom is yours to enjoy. You know,
it's getting people to realize that's a challenge. It's a challenge, and especially if you're surrounded by, you're trying to get out of the rat race, but you are surrounded by negative people.
Yeah.
Right. So it's also not even changing your mindset. That's part of it, but also changing your surroundings, the people that are around you.
You have to. And that's the thing, though. People have to understand who they are. That's the first thing. Know thyself. Once you know who you are, Miss Kayla, it makes it easier to adapt every great concept that your father has given, because he speaks to you, to your heart. Healing is also coming from your heart. You see, the heart it's the number one source. And so this is why I always tell people, be careful with your heart. It's not just a place where you pump blood. You know what I'm saying? It's a very special organ, but not only that, it's not only organ, it's much more spiritual part of you. That's the heart. That's where we speak from. That's where we hear from. Yes. And that's why we do everything in the light with our Father. That's why this is the only place that he also speaks to us. It's from the heart. See, but we have to understand that. See, for the second thing I want to mention to you too. Since tonight we have a few, I think we have a few more minutes left.
It's your show, Doctor.
Oh, okay. See, because that I think tonight we have a very great audience, and they want to be educated. On alternative health. What I can say, and I'd be more happy to say it, is that the body need good oil, okay? You need good salt, good water, okay? And you need good fruit and vegetables, okay? Those 4 elements are basically the key element that the body need to have on a daily basis. Okay? For salt, I would say don't use the synthetic salt out there. There's a salt from Hawaii. It's Hawaiian sea salt. It's one of the amazing salt. There's one from Redmond. Sea salt, amazing sea salt. Himalayan is good, but you gotta be careful when you buy Himalayan sea salt, because usually they remove the iodine, and iodine is something you need to have you need to have it. And so the Celtic sea salt is very good. Okay, so those are the 4 salt basically I can choose.
Was it the Celtic salt you said? I'm sorry.
Celtics.
So, yes.
Yes, sea salt, very important.
Yes, yes.
And then as far as oil is concerned, you have hemp oil. That's one of the most important oil to have because of omega-3. Okay, and then you have cold pressed olive oil. Okay, those are good oil to have. Okay, you could cook that. You could have a glass, a tablespoon of that oil every morning. Just every morning. That help with your digestive tract system, intestinal system, and also help the liver. Okay, and so and the water, as I said, the water must be purified, structured water, chemical-free, oxygenated. You need that. And as far as fruit concerned, I would say stay away from high fructose fruit automatically, such as pineapple, mangoes. And stay away from those as long as they have fructose, because it's not helping the body at all. It actually causes more problem when we have that. But any other fruit, they are very good. Most of the fruit are there for different purpose of the body, especially a lot of fiber.
Yes,
a lot of fibers. And so when we fibers, we have to make sure we drink good water, because fiber needed water to do its work. So we need that. A vegetable, I would say that you gotta be careful. Every time you go out there to buy any vegetables, if it's too big, don't buy it.
Right. That's a GMO, right?
Don't buy it, please.
Oh my gosh, these vegetables that are on steroids.
They are on steroids. They are. Please don't buy them. And so I'm trying to eat more fruit and vegetable daily. Maybe a little bit fish, but not too much fish, because fish is still acidic for me. Okay. Despite I cannot tell you don't eat red meat. It's not my duty to say. But what I would tell you is that your blood is only made for you. Your blood is your own DNA. And your blood, it cannot be mixed with any other blood and flesh. When you do, then you become that. So be careful, please. I used to eat red meat long time ago. I quit eating red meat because of my blood. When we change to animal meat, we become the animal. We jealous. We do a lot of stupid things we're not supposed to be doing, because the blood get mixed. It's combined with that animal. We become that.
And I stopped red meat probably maybe 25 years ago myself.
Thanks to God.
Yes.
So you are more relaxed, mildly, physically, less disease, because red meat can only bring one thing to your body: disease only, nothing more. And plus, I say it changes your blood quality. Then you become you start doing things as animal. Yeah,
I never looked at it that way.
But that's the way it is.
Yeah,
our father even told us that we should not mix our blood with any other animal blood and flesh. So we don't know that, because as a kid, as I said, growing up earlier, whatever our parents eat, that's what we eat. Then we become accustomed to it. Doesn't mean that it's good for us, but we didn't know. But once we become to know the effects it causes, then we have to make a decision. You see, and so everything about red meat is nothing but disease. They say you need that for your blood type. This is all myth. No, this is all myth. That's not true. So I would say focus on those 4 elements I have mentioned earlier, if you can, but try to eat at least more fruit than vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah, more fruit than vegetables.
Really. Yeah. That's interesting, because the all of the other research is saying more vegetables than fruit because of the sugar content.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yes, the fructose.
That's what I'm saying. As long as high fructose, don't eat that. I just said that. You see, because that regular sugar from the fruit also help to suppress and to eliminate disease in our body. It does. It keeps the body hydrated as well too. Yes, ma'am.
Very interesting.
Yes, I
Wow,
mean, you have to remember, we live in a world that there's a group that's against, there's a group that's for. You see? And so it's called marketing. How can we make more money in something? So if we have the power, we have the money to advertise, the money to convince you, then we can do that. We can do programming. Yeah, I'm not about programming. I'm not, I used to be programmed by God's grace. I get deprogrammed over 33 years ago.
You unplugged from the matrix.
I am totally 33 years ago. I'm out. This is why I speak in a certain, in certain ways. I'm always positive. I don't say nothing negatively. I don't say nothing negatively, because I know for certainty that whatsoever that I say, I become. So it's my point. And so as you speak, everything you said, Miss, is a manifestation to what to come. So this is why we have to be able to change our languages if we know, but sometimes people don't know because of the program that is inserted inside of you to say words you're not supposed to say, like joke. When you joke in a certain word, you may think it's a joke, but it's not.
No.
So all those things have to do with our way of thinking and living. And so if we could change our way of thinking from negative to positive, we all will create a better wellness society.
Wonderful. Yes. So one of the sisters have a question. She said, what about castor oil?
Okay. Well, I mean, it's very good to use, but for the question is that it has many benefits. You see, one of the benefits is digestive. Very good for the digestive system. It's for example, a lot of women use that for hair. Because that's what they say for hair, but internally it has much more benefit for internally, because when you're constipated, you could have that. It's a laxative. It's a very powerful laxative for constipation. See, and you could mix that basically with coffee, a little bit of nutmeg, just a little bit of nutmeg together, and make sure that the coffee is actually a bowl with the castor oil. You could drink that if you want at least once a week to keep your intestinal system clean up, because it helps your gallbladder very much, and it also helps your liver very much to create more bile. Yes, so it's pretty good. It's a very good thing if you can use that. As I said, for constipation. If you have any hemorrhoid problem, whether internal or external, you can use that. It's very good for hemorrhoid.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very good.
Our parents, I know, growing up, our parents knew what to do. We had castor oil. My mother lined us up once a month. All of the children had to stand in line and come and get your castor oil.
That's correct. You could run, but you cannot hide.
We did not have time to get constipated, because every month our system was being flushed out.
Yep. As a matter of fact, at least every 3 months, I'll do a regimen, protocol with castor oil. And it's very effective. It's for the I call it a liver flush.
Okay.
And that flush, when you do it, I do it at least twice. Thursday and second day. It actually removes every toxicity within your system. And that bad food is in trouble with you. You know what I'm saying? But yes, this is very powerful. And as a matter of fact, if she could send you an email, I'd be more than happy to send her that flush, because castor oil is also involved on that. If she look at something to clean your system very nicely.
Okay, Sister Carla, did you hear that? I'll give you his information. Okay.
I could send her that. It's called liver flush. Yes.
The liver flush. Okay.
It's very important. And,
what happens with people that have no gallbladder, that have their gallbladder removed?
Well, again, if you don't have it, which is fine, it's not fine, but because you're still alive, you see. But because the liver still have to produce what it need to produce, you see, because you want your body to clean out of toxicity. You see, and so because if you're not properly evacuate, then all of those decades going to make you sick, because they start to deposit in your hips, and your butt. They're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And so we cannot allow that. And then they go to your connective tissues. So we have to be able to evacuate every day, at least 2 to 4 times a day.
Okay, 2 to 4 times a day.
Yes, ma'am. If we're not doing 2 to 4 times a day, then therefore we're constipated. What has to do, and it had to be big, can be too small. Because if you measure how much food you eat on a daily basis,
how much food you're eating, exactly,
then you can tell how much you're supposed to exclude it out of the system. It's very important, very important, because constipation is also a major problem that we face in America, and so on. And thirdly, too, is that when you eat your food, especially right now, people doesn't know that, but since I'm here with you, I want to share that. This is why it's good to have a very good purified, structured, oxygenated alkaline water to drink, because it also helps with your stomach lining, to help to neutralize that food, so that it can be ready for your intestinal system to take it over, because that later on, that food will create new blood. You see? So that's why it's good to eat vegetables and so on, I was saying earlier, because you need that alkalinity in the system.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's very important that we do eat before we eat, and eat while, and eat after we finish. Or sometimes if you're choking, then drink water, not soda. Can't drink no soda. Make sure it's always water that you do, because these days we have too many sugar in our drinks. And those sugar, they're not good sugar. They all are acidifying sugar.
Yeah, those sodas are the worst.
And that's the idea. All those people, basically, they're not taking of your health benefit. They are taking of making a penny. They are taking of you become sick, because this is all part of big pharma. I'm saying it's part of all big pharma.
Yep.
So we have to understand that we live in a life where we have to be aware of everything around us, and we have to ask a question, because if life worth living, life worth examining, and we have to examine ourselves.
Amen.
You see?
Amen.
Anyway, so to your audience tonight, I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I say thank you for being a part of a program that is so successful in our community, and whatsoever that I can do, and please do not hesitate to call me, or to text me,
so much,
or email me, because when you're well, I'm well. When you're happy, I'm happy. You see, and so whatsoever that I can do and be doing is already done. Okay, and I appreciate you very much, Miss Kayla, for getting me.
Oh, I appreciate you.
Yes,
Dr. Sergio, and I'm sure we will have you on the show again.
I look forward.
That is the plan. The Most High willing, because there's just so much, and we couldn't go over everything tonight. And like I said, going over your website, there's just so many areas that I want us to delve into. So we will definitely be looking forward to having you back again in the very near future.
I appreciate it, and God bless.
You are a wealth of information.
Thank you very much.
Such a blessing to have you.
Thank you very much. God bless. You're and be blessed, welcome. And bless others.
Thank you so much. You have a good night as well. Shalom. Shalom. Wow, wow, wow. Good night, doctor.
Good night.
Wow, wow, wow. Oh my. What a show. Oh my goodness. Sisters, what did you all think of our guest? Wasn't he amazing? Just a wealth of information. Matter of fact, while I'm still thinking about it, let me get his information. Put this information in here for you. Give me just a second. I know this is a pretty long link. And, oh wow, it posted twice. Let me give you another link as well. This is Dr. Sergio's website. It is waterhealthholistic.com. Waterhealthholistic.com. For anyone that's having any ailments whatsoever, I strongly, strongly encourage you to reach out to Dr. Sergio and just talk to him. For those in the Dallas area, he is right there. He is right there. You all are so blessed to have him in your area. And this just means I have to take a trip. I have to take a trip to Dallas pretty soon. Dallas seems to be calling me a lot lately. Dallas has been calling me a lot lately. So it looks like I have to take a trip. Wow. So exciting. So exciting. Empowering wellness. Empowering wellness. That was the theme tonight with Dr. Pierre Sergio. Wow, we truly, truly appreciate him taking this time out to come out here and educate us. Please reach out to him. Reach out to me if you have any questions, if you're having any difficulty reaching him, if you need an email address, a phone number, please reach out to me. Okay, so April, Alternative and Complementary Therapies and Treatment Month is and has been the bomb. Hasn't it? Back-to-back jam-packed shows, such great information, just so much information, so much powerful information packed into this month. You know, we're learning so much about how to live healthier and more productive lives. So what I'm going to challenge each of us to do starting this week is grounding. I was grounding in California. Since I've been here, I haven't been grounding. What happened to me? Oh my goodness. Just go outside, walk in the grass barefooted. 20 minutes a day. And like doctor said, twice a day, if you can. And I don't see why not. There are grounding mats that you can purchase to use in your home. But, you know, that's usually during like the winter months when you can't get outside because it's just so cold. You don't want to walk outside barefooted in the cold. You can get a grounding mat for indoors. But definitely now that we're into spring, going into summer, it is really important that we get out and start grounding. Sister Adara said, I am for real when I thought about grounding this morning. I've got a whole book about grounding and haven't been grounding lately. I don't know what is up with me. So I am just so thankful for that reminder because it's something that's so simple, but so impactful on our health. Oh, Mary says, could you send me the link also? Absolutely, Mary. I am going to send you the link and I can stay with you. Oh my gosh. What? You're so sweet, Mary. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Oh my goodness. I am going to Dallas. I'm going to Dallas. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So excited. Sister Johnny said we did it as kids. Yes. I just started going barefoot in the house. I'll start going outside. Yes, grounding, you really need to get outside and connect with the soil. Connect with the soil. Yes. So next Sunday, I am still working on next Sunday's topic. I'm hoping to have another special guest next Sunday, but in the event not, you'll have me. You'll have me. And I promise, whether it's myself or another guest, we are going to have a wonderful time again next week. So much information. So much information. Next week, we're going to stay on the topic and on the theme for April, right? Which is the holistic, complementary treatments and therapies. So next week will be a surprise for you all. Next week will be a surprise. Whatever it is, it's going to be fantastic. I promise that. April, I am actually, well, May, next month. Oh my gosh, we have just one more Sunday this month, and then we're going into May. May, the theme for May, this is the theme for May, is coaching. Coaching. So we'll talk about health, life, wellness coaching, personal and professional development. That's going to be our theme for May. Personal and professional development by way of coaching. So I'll have coaches on here to talk about different aspects of personal and professional development and how to use a coach to get to where you want to be, where you want to be from a health and wellness standpoint, from a personal and professional standpoint as well. So May is going to be another very, very exciting month. If you've ever considered bringing a coach into your healthcare team, now is the time to get information about that. What does that look like? So once again, I encourage you to invite others to show up for not just next week's shows, but next month. And I promise you won't be disappointed. Promise. Sister Paula says I'm going to need the information as well for the liver flush. Thank you. Go to the website, copy the link, copy the links that are in the chat. Please copy the link because that's to the website. And all of his information is on that website about the water, about all of his products, about his services, everything on that website. So please copy the link. Don't forget to do that. Do that right now as we speak. And if you haven't already hit the like button, please hit the like button because I have so many viewers, but yet my likes are, the likes do not show the same numbers as my viewers. So please, 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 if you haven't already hit the like button, please do that for me right now. Hit the like button right now. All right. So sisters, I hope that you found, and I know you did, you found the information that was presented tonight useful because I sure did. So much information. I'm going to have to go back and watch this over again and just listen to everything that Dr. Sergio was saying and start implementing it because our goal is to live longer, healthier lives, right? This is the one vessel that the Most High gave us, just this one. We can't trade it in. We can't get a new one, right? I can't take a body part and go get it exchanged for another. There are some things going, we know that there are different transplants and stuff like that that are being done, but it's never like the original. The original. If we have to keep the original healthy, right? And it's not too late for those of us, for anyone that has any illness out there. It is not too late. You are still alive. And if you are still alive, there is hope. And never allow anyone to tell you, oh, you'll never get better. Don't receive that. Do not receive that. Right? So if you found this information useful, please do me a favor and share this video with your sister friends, your relatives, everyone that you know. Let's continue to grow this channel so that the information can reach Shebrews throughout the four corners of the earth, and even those who are not Shebrews but are willing to be a part of our community. We are to let our light shine so that others can be led to the source of the light. And what a bright light Dr. Sergio shone on us tonight. What a bright light he is. He was a breath of fresh air. And we just need more Dr. Sergios in the world. We really do. Really do. So I love you all. I always appreciate you all taking this time out of your very busy schedule. Mary, the thumbs up. Do you see the thumbs up button? That's the like button. Hit the thumbs up button right below the video. Right below the video. Khan. The water. And if you all haven't been hitting the like button for the previous shows, it's not too late to go back and hit the thumbs up, the like button on the previous shows. Bring those likes up. Please, please, please. And thank you. I love you all so very much. Always appreciate you taking this very valuable time out of your busy schedule to have tea and conversation with me, and so that we can learn together. So know that I am praying for you. I am praying for us. Sister Donna says, great show, sis, the water. Ayandabar says, you are so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you, the water, for coming in and joining us. So until the Most High brings us back together again, may you prosper and be in not only good health, but excellent health. And remember, true healing begins inwardly before it is expressed outwardly. So let's heal from the inside out. I am your hostess, Kwala Yakaka, and I thank you for being here. A voice of reasoning and justice. Have a good night. I love you all so much. Love you all so much. The Most High willing, I'll see you next week. Enjoy your week. Khan, the water. Sister Johnny said, you're such a blessing, sis. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All praises. Sister Adara, Shalawam Ahchwathyam. Enjoy your week. Yes, everyone, enjoy your week. Stay safe, stay healthy. Be blessed. Shalom.